Misfit Nation.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everyone, this is Harrison Young, host of Topic Time, and I was just intermingling with my friend Crishaun the Don of Misfit Nation, and we have met the minds, and the minds are there.
Perfect.
Running out of time, and we have a lot more questions to get
our
to.
country.
So let's hear from the Vice President. I have a number more questions.
I don't know where he comes from. I don't know where he comes up with these numbers.
Queens. 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 Queens.
When I started this show, I said to myself, I thrive in Shark Tank environments. And my point is to anybody, don't jump into the fucking Shark Tank unless you're ready to swim with sharks.
Misfit Nation. Misfit.
Missed the 90s. God damn it. Such a more simple time. It's crazy. We Love Lesbians didn't have a weird connotation to it.
Yeah, it was just something you could say.
It didn't have like this political tie to it. It's just like I just like titties.
Now if we say we love lesbians, we gotta say we love gays, trans.
and then we have to apologize to the right wing and go, we're not for the LGBT now.
Yeah. No.
We just like titties and vaginas.
Oh man, rest in peace to the GOAT, man. That's you know, he held me down a lot of times, home from school, sick. You feel me? Moms would walk out, I'd change Blues Clues and right to Jerry Springer.
Right
baby.
to the trash.
Right to the good shit.
Created trash TV. It was funny, before that we were watching this clip of this woman. We were trying to find a good Jerry chant. And we found this clip of a woman talking, and she goes, I was in a fight. She's on the Jerry Springer show. I was in a fight, and it just broke out in public, and out of nowhere, people surrounding us, and they're just screaming, Jerry. And I realized in the 90s, that was the world star of that time.
That was the world star of that time. If you heard Jerry,
you know there was a fight going on somewhere.
And if you were in a fight and you heard Jerry, you better win. Now the only difference is there was no camera, so
right,
you know, you weren't embarrassed on the World Wide Web
permanently.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well, Jerry Springer died. At what age was he? He was like 80 something.
79.
Right? 79. Oh, I didn't make it to 80.
79. You know, I mean, 79's I'd be blessed if I made it to 79. That was good. He lived a good life, man. He gave us entertainment, and I didn't know much about him. You know, he's one of those celebrities where he did his job, and
you didn't hear like scandals and shit.
Only,
the only scandal you really heard was that his show eventually was proven to be fake.
Was that really a scandal? That's like talking to a WWE fan and telling them, like, come on, you really know wrestling.
Now somebody text if we're missing any Jerry Springer scandals that we didn't know about, but I don't remember ever hearing anything weird about him.
But even deeper than that, we didn't hear him say, you know, I stand with the trans community, and you know, we didn't hear him.
Well, recently, he was on one of those shows arguing like against wokeness.
Really?
Where he was like, "This is just it's just ridiculous." I forgot the argument he was making, but it went viral because he was like, it wasn't like a super hardline stance, but it was, you know,
for
against the bullshit. Position. I think it was a racism argument that he was going against.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, I mean, Jerry Springer seemed like a decent guy. I mean, especially based on the show he did.
Yeah, he tried to help people.
Yeah, and it's like the argument that we weirdly enough, we had an argument about Jerry Springer the other day.
Recently, yep.
Yeah, on the show about how I compared his show to mumble rap, and that I was just saying how it only worked because Jerry Springer was such a normal dude surrounded by this fucking buffoonery.
Mad.
Yeah.
This is dropping off a dude in the middle of the jungle.
Right. Yeah. So he basically capitalized on the thing of like everybody wants to be the class clown. So he's like, all right, I'll just be the teacher. I'll be the different guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to Jerry Springer. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Jerry Springer. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you won your race, sir.
Did you say you won your race?
I did.
Now you get all the. You sound like one of those friends. Now you get to see all the titties you want, Jerry. He already did. He invented that.
He did. Without Jerry Springer, there would be no Girls Gone Wild.
I'll tell you where I got off of Jerry Springer is when he started bringing in the midgets. That's when I was like, all right, what's going on here? Why is there a random midget running around in his underwear?
Come on, you just throw a midget in there. It's funny.
Why?
It's not. Did you not laugh?
Half of the time, he didn't even have anything to do with the story that they were presenting.
In there, bro. It's like a wild Oompa Loompa just running around.
It was getting too much.
Was it a midget every time? Was it every time?
It started to become every time there was a midget
running gag,
and then he'd be like, sometimes he'd be in like a tooth fairy costume, or he'd be standing in a kiddie pool of Jello or something. I'm like, what is this? He's lost it.
I guess you could say that part of the show came up short for you.
Early. It's so early I wasn't even in the menu.
You know the Joker don't play that, baby.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, well. Hey, by the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yes. We are on our backup channel. We are suspended. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Misfit Ramdo, shout out to you. He called it.
He did.
He called it.
But to be fair, he calls it every week.
That's true. You never know. You just never know.
So he was bound to be right. But yeah, shout out to Misfit Ramdo on the lifeboat with us here.
Yes.
It's very nice. Very, very spacious. So we have enough room on the lifeboat for everybody. Yeah. We have 5,200 subscribers.
Yeah.
There's enough room on the lifeboat for that 5,200. And then on the new ship, which is Rumble.
The SS Rumble.
The SS Rumble, yes. There's enough room.
Come on over.
For everybody.
It's not sinking. It's a brand new ship, and it's strong. So come on over.
Exactly. Yeah. Shout out to Lisa Marie.
Lisa.
In the building. Shout out to you.
Backup. Shout out to you.
Out here on the lifeboat with us too.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what's up.
By the way, don't forget to follow us. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Rumble and Odyssey at the Misfit Nation. Also, if you want the audio version, the full audio version, go to Podbean, misfitnation.podbean.com, or just go to your Apple Podcast apps for all you Apple snobs out there. Just type in Misfit Nation or the Misfit Nation podcast. Any of those variations will work. And also shopmisfitnation.com.
Get yourself some merch.
Get yourself some merch.
Yep.
Just like this one. And also right after, we're going to be doing a short show here on the backup channel. We're going to sort of regroup, get some, recharge our batteries a little bit. And we'll do a couple of things on this backup channel. Probably a chill stream here and there. Mm-hmm. But also tonight, right after, around 9:30 or so, we're going to be going over to our Twitch channel.
Yes.
So that Skrillkill can take this L to Mr. Tupac. We're going to be doing...
It's my redemption story.
It's your redemption arc.
Yeah, it's my redemption arc.
Live tonight on Twitch at the Misfit Nation, we're going to be doing our versus battle. Tupac versus Biggie.
Yes. I feel confident. I feel confident, guys. I feel confident. You guys should tune in. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised.
All right. I didn't feel the confidence, but it was...
It's okay. We got
it's
Mr.
there somewhere.
We got Mr. Right Ring over here. He's gonna have to play the most communist type. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I almost bought a beret for the event.
That would have been hilarious. You just show up in all Che Guevara.
A beret and a dashiki.
That's a crazy combo.
Oh shit. Misfit Ranks in the building. Shout out to you, my friend.
Misfit Ranks.
Kia ora. How do you get is there a saluting?
Yeah, there's a salute
emoji.
Yeah, of course.
Really?
You don't know that because you don't have an iPhone, you prick.
Then how do I see it on my computer? I guess it's cross-platform.
Because iPhone got it like that. You either get out of the Stone Ages. Leave that Android
It's
behind.
not the Stone Ages.
Get yourself an iPhone like everybody else in the world. Stop trying to be different.
Androids are either just as good or even a little bit better than iPhones.
It's all the same phone.
Now it's the same phone.
It's all the same phone.
You asshole.
But if we're going to be real, when we text
you
each
just
other,
lost your argument if you say it's all the same.
No, because the parts are the same, but the phones are different. The phones are different.
So you're about to make the argument.
I'm tired of seeing green bubbles when you text me. This is gross.
See, it's turned you into a snob. You've become basically Crips and Bloods of technology.
I don't like your color, man.
I need blue. I have both. I prefer my Android. Thank you, Misfit Ramdell.
Man, you can have both, though. You can have both.
It's the same shit.
Phones.
Same
one
shit,
for the
though.
trap, one for the
I'm one for the hoes, one for the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's I think Androids are surpassing. All right. Well, let's move on to what happened here.
We got suspended, guys. YouTube doesn't like us, bro.
We got suspended
again.
Well, of course they don't like us.
We did the suck it to YouTube.
We got the D-Generation X.
Yeah.
Well, we got suspended for that video. I actually talked about this video because they gave us a warning. They gave us a Principal Skinner warning, I guess, about doing this video. And then now they've just gone and suspended us for a week for harassment. And in the email, well, that is the email. And on YouTube, it says also cyberbullying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was over the video of, this was a live stream I did, talking about the Matt Walsh thing and how Tim Pool, I'll just explain it. Matt Walsh went on this huge rant about Dylan Mulvaney. And it was pretty hard. I'm not gonna lie, but I was for it. I was like, I don't see why Dylan's like above getting criticized.
It was the unadulterated truth.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with what he said.
Is what it was.
And Tim Pool and the quartering went off on how mean it was. And I basically went in on them and I criticized them for them being the reason why the right wing goes on like bitches, basically.
So did we get pulled for bullying Tim Pool?
No, I don't want to go that. I don't want to go into that place because I don't think so. Because I don't know if they like Tim Pool as much, he's way bigger, obviously, but it's two different shows. And also, I don't think it's the quartering. I think it's the Dylan Mulvaney thing.
Yeah.
It's obviously that.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I mean, if you think about it, YouTube missed the mark because they could have really gotten us for some other. It's not like our channel is devoid of Dylan content. They got you for the Dylan content that was probably the tamest, to be honest.
Possibly. Yeah. I don't remember what I said.
You didn't say, bro.
Now I could. Well, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could have said some pretty harsh shit about Dylan, but I know for a fact, because I don't ever do this, I didn't call for like anybody to go do anything to him. I didn't call for anything to happen to Dylan. So if I just criticized and I went a little overboard on my criticism, who gives a fuck? Is Dylan fucking Jesus? Even Jesus takes criticism.
Well, it's okay to criticize Jesus. You can't criticize transgender people.
Yes, because words are violence. So that's what they're saying. It's akin to violence. It's just as bad, but not even, because you can, like, we've shown some pretty graphic stuff. We try not to because it's YouTube. We follow the rules on that.
Right.
But I would feel that would be more, harmful, so to speak, than criticizing a transgender.
If trannies want to cut down the violence on that happens to them, quote unquote, the violence that happens to them, they need to be upfront with who they are at the time that they're talking to another person that's entertaining them. You know what I mean? Because 9 times out of 10, it's a crime of passion if a nigga is about to fuck and he feels some balls. He might kill you. Like you're a heterosexual guy does not want to have sex with another guy. That is what heterosexual means. That means they're straight. They're only attracted to women. So if you put a heterosexual guy in a position to where they're right about to fuck or have been messing with you, and then they find out you're a guy, if something happens to you, you put it on yourself. You do it to yourself, bro.
It's beyond that, because this is why I don't even give a shit about that argument.
Okay.
Like, I get what you're saying, but if people are bringing up anything on like actual violence, that then is domestic violence. You know what I mean? Whatever, like if the guy got tricked, which sometimes I don't even believe that. I believe that there's just a domestic issue and he knows what he was doing.
Okay.
And, something else happened, just like in regular relationships.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Fair point.
But then they turn it into a hate crime because it's between a transgender and a, you know what I mean? So the reason why I think it's even, like, we don't even have to go that far is because they're talking about words. Like, at the end of the day, you can say that I have a bad opinion. You could say it's ill-informed. You could say whatever the fuck.
But it's words.
But it's just words. I'm not hurting anybody with what I'm saying. Like, we need to get out of that mind state. Just as a society, I'm not, I know we're sort of out of that. But,
right.
Like, I'll show you this this video that I saw on Dylan.
Like, the articles written about me using he pronouns and calling me a man over and over again. And I feel like that should be illegal. I don't know. That's just bad journalism. Like,
first off, it's not bad journalism. It's accurate journalism. Second off, no, it's fucking speech. It shouldn't be illegal.
What you're doing should be illegal, actually.
You goddamn Bolshevik.
If you want to fucking talk about it, appropriating womanhood, getting money off of pretending to be a woman. That's what is that called? False advertising. You're not a woman.
Well, yeah, it's these people that believe they should be allowed to strip in front of a child, but speaking ill about them should be illegal. Or not even that. Misgendering them. Using the wrong pronoun should be illegal.
Sir, shut the fuck up. How's that for a pronoun? Fucking asshole.
And just because he said that, I will never. I wasn't gonna do that anyway. But I would never. I will never be. I'll fucking take a bullet. Out of
my way.
Yes, I'll be on my knees with a fucking soldier with a gun to my head. saying pronoun him right. And I'll say, fuck you. Suck my dick.
Fuck you and him.
And him.
Shit, man.
That's how they make themselves that. It's like if Dylan just wanted to be that and stay the fuck out of people's lives and children's, airwaves, then do that. That'd be fine.
And I said this in a comment in one of our videos, but when did drag shows become anything other than men pretending to be women dancing on stage to It's Raining Men for a bunch of drunk women who only get power from watching drag shows? That's
right. That's what it was.
Now it's this thing where it's spreading. Kevin Bacon said that it was spreading education. Education for what?
I have a video that I'm going to show you that made me realize when I watched it. I was like, okay, that's where they're coming from. And this is why
really want to
they see it as a good thing. Obviously, I don't agree that it's a good thing. I'm just trying to show you what their mind state is.
Okay.
Because to them, it's a religion. This guy's about to make an argument of why trans is God. Because God, get this, God is change.
Oh, man.
Which isn't true at all. Isn't God more like about discipline and, faith?
We need a rewrite. Let's bring back the Scarlet Letter. Let's bring back dunking people in the water to see if they'll live. Let's bring back all that. Tarring
the floating barrels.
What else? What other medieval shit? Let's bring back the horses. Tie the legs to the horses and.
Well, we can get there in a minute because I had an argument with my girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where I go, because we were having this whole debate about this whole thing, right? And I'll show this video in a second. I'm sorry, guys. But I was like, where we fucked up in this country is when we let women into politics. Because
you've been on that for a while.
I've been on it for a while,
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's now more than ever because I was showing her all this shit, all this stuff, all the stuff that we talk about. She watches the show, and I go, "Well, I think we need to have the death penalty for pedophiles." And she goes, "Well, that's where me and you disagree." I was like, "So we agree on everything else, but we disagree on that." That should be the solution.
What was her argument? Does she just not like the death penalty at all? Because I could see that.
It's that she didn't like the death penalty.
Some people don't like the death penalty.
However, I had to make the argument of all the stuff. Long story short, I knew that was going to be her answer.
Okay.
I'm not like looking at my girl any different. I just knew that was going to be the answer.
Yeah.
And I go, and you don't understand that because that's a man's solution. If this was like some kind of like just society that we put together, like on an island or something, and we found out one of the dudes was a pedophile, we'd all go, all right, women, take the kids inside.
Yeah, we're going to handle this.
We're going to handle this.
Yeah.
Then they'd go inside and they'd pretend like they don't know what's going on.
But you'll never see Greg again.
Right. And that's the thing is that's what women do. Women will, and that's a good thing because we do the opposite. It's yin and yang. Women are programmed to always see the positive in things, right? So if the country took over and it became a true tyrannical government, right?
Mm-hmm.
Women would start looking around and go, well, at least we have food. We have enough food. We have a roof over our head. The children are safe.
They'll start making excuses.
Men will be sitting around going, all right, we need to figure out how to fucking get the fuck out of this shit.
Yeah.
Either we're going to escape or we're going to fight back.
We rally together and do something.
Right. And then we usually keep that from the women until a certain point because when the women find out that's our plan, they go,
trying to stop us.
Babe, don't do that. You're going to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
That's nature. And the problem is now that we live in a very safe society and an advanced society, so to speak, women don't have to worry about life or death situations. So they think they can make political decisions when in reality they're making bad decisions based on their sort of genetic makeup or whatever.
Their feelings.
Their feelings, their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Men come up with pragmatic solutions. And it is what it is. That's why I think women in politics just fucked up everything. Because now we're worrying about like we're worrying about mislabeling pedophiles, and we're going, well, we need something softer. How about minor attracted persons? And then now they're calling them youth attracted persons. People.
Why don't we just call them dead?
You get what I'm saying? Like, what's the solution? We're talking about people who abuse people,
abuse children,
cause lifelong issues with people, and look at for what reason? Because they wanted to fucking come. You get what I'm saying?
The most primal of feelings,
right?
And they exert that on some of the most helpless people in society.
So I and then I go, like, if you look at people like these serial killers and all these like fucked up people, a lot of them have sexual abuse.
Yeah,
they have some kind of abuse.
They've been it started with them being abused, and that abuse turned their trauma into them murdering people.
Right. Yeah.
So not taking away responsibility from them, but the cycle. That's how the cycle starts.
Right. And because you wanted to bust a nut, you just created that fucked up vicious cycle that may cause multiple people to get killed or whatever the fuck this person may become.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when I look at it like a person who kills somebody for $20. You know what I mean? You might go, all right, the levity of that because of what you killed them for, the motive. You go, all right, bro, I wouldn't care if they put you to death. Because you don't value life.
Yeah.
At least, though, a motherfucker that kills somebody for $20 can go and spend $20. This fucker just created a psychopath because he wanted to bust a nut.
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, death penalty for him, do it before.
Because you can't fix him. I mean,
you're not.
If they want to come out and say that being a map is something that is natural, then there's no fix. Then you're saying there's no fix for that. Then the only thing is death, really.
Right?
In that case. So
now now look at the religion though that's attached to this. Watch this.
Y'all really want to try to say there aren't trans kids? Let me tell you what there aren't. There aren't cis kids. Okay, you telling your child, oh, you're a boy, you're a girl. This is a child. This is a free spirit that has not learned any of that bullshit until you force it on them. So cisness is the wound. Cisness is the delusion. Cisness is the lie. Cisness is the place of pain. Transness is the healing. Transness is the growth. Transness is the truth. Transness is what we actually are. We are fluid. We are 70% water. We are God. God is change. God.
Wait. He said God. He's now fucking invoking the words of Bruce Lee. Be like water. Now, Bruce Lee must have been a trans activist.
We are 70% water. We are God. God is change. God is trans. We are trans. You are forcing your kids to be boys and girls. We're saying, be whatever you are, baby. Be free. Be water. Be light. Be sky. Be God. Because guess what? That's what we actually are. What we actually are is trans, is change, is love. We're not the ones doing the forcing. And see God chiming just on time.
First of all, we can't take somebody seriously if they have fucking wind chimes for earrings. Like what the fuck is this person, bro?
And you can't take a white male straight that speaks like a black woman from Compton. This is the thing is listen to how he's speaking. It's a religion to them.
Yeah.
That's why it's beyond just this is my sexual preference or this is even the gender dysphoria thing. I just think I'm a different, like, where gender dysphoria is more of like you got to kind of acknowledge you have a mental what is it called?
Mental illness.
I guess. Yeah, mental illness. Let's just call it what it is.
That's what it is.
So it's like this is a whole different thing. This is a person who has gender dysphoria or whatever, and has taken it beyond now, where it's like, since I'm enabled to think this is a normal thing, now it's well, God made me this way, so that must mean I am God. Does that make sense? What I'm saying?
It makes sense. He just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And that whole, I just hate the fact that they're starting to. I see it more and more. They're starting to co-opt God into a lot of their speech and their philosophies. When in the beginning, they're staunch atheists. They don't believe in fucking God, because to believe in God is to not live how they're living. You can't have both. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's truly disgusting, and I hope the wrath and fire and brimstone fire for that.
But that's why I get into the thing of I don't think it's gonna work that way, where eventually the rapture comes because of them.
No, I don't think. It's got to be further than this.
Well, the rapture's only gonna come if nobody does anything. The fact that there's still people fighting it, there's still parents going out to schools and shit. But yeah,
Bottom line is, we can't wait on God. We got to fight this. God can't fight this for us. You know what I mean? Like,
by the time God comes, what does it matter?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I'm saying for the time that we're here, you know, as long as I have breath in my body, if I'm ever blessed with children, I'm never gonna have them go down this path. Like, this is just totally wrong. It's totally wrong.
It's absolute. There's no way to go to talk around it. It just is what it is.
And again, now I always say
it's evil. It's not just wrong. It's evil.
Now, you don't agree with this, but I'm still of the belief of, if this gentleman is 18 and he wants to be whatever he wants to be, as long as he's not fucking with children or impeding on the freedoms of other Americans, I don't care. But it's when you force people to use your speech and to adhere to your rules, and now you're co-opting children, I have a problem.
Absolutely, yeah. That's always been the argument. It's like when the Kevin Bacon did his thing. It's like, dude, people don't want to educate their kids on this. What don't you get? It's not hate.
It's not.
It's not. It's not. What the fuck? This makes sense too here, what Misfit Ranks just said. Actually, I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. This would all make sense if their god is Satan.
I said something similar to that last week. Yeah. When they're talking about God, they're talking about Satan.
They're talking about Satan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because also that's sort of, I guess, the idea of evil is to blur the lines of what is good and evil.
The greatest thing Satan ever did was convince the world he wasn't real.
He wasn't real.
The father of lies. And the biggest lie that's being perpetuated right now is that men can be females and females can be men, and that there's no such thing as women, and there's no such thing as men. We're just clumps of cells in the body, but then we're born without a sex.
Nothing has purpose. Nothing has fucking purpose. That's the way they want it. It's insane.
I think this is technology's fault. And here's why. There's less men working in manly jobs. Like, take me, for instance. I don't have a manly job at all. I sit at a desk. I talk to people all day. It's not a manly job. I'm not in the heat, construction. I'm not cutting lawn. I'm not doing none of that.
Right.
Because there's so much different jobs and things that men can do. There's no that hard labor, that thing of going to work at 5 a.m., coming home at 5 p.m. after a hard day, and then your wife has a meal cooked for you. Like, that shit is gone.
Oh yeah.
So because of that, you have men who are lost, and they have to fill that void of manliness. And instead of doing that, they do the opposite, and they just say, "Well, I just feel like a woman because I don't feel like a man." It's just easier to be a woman at this point.
I suppose it's yeah, I guess you're right in that sense that we've all gotten soft. It kind of ties to what I was saying about women being in politics. The only reason we let them in politics is because it was so soft.
It's safe. Yeah,
it's safe.
Mm-hmm.
You can come in now.
Yeah,
we made the world safe for you, so you could come in and tell us how evil we are.
And at the end of the day, you know, every man in America is still under the laws of conscription. That means if the government wanted to, you're getting drafted. So, women didn't want that, but they still got the right to vote. But the army's not going to draft women. If a draft is needed, I guarantee the army's not going for women. They're coming for young, fit men.
Of course. But then you look at the population. It's like, how many young, fit men do we have?
There you go. It's a bunch of twinks running around.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Soy boy twinks.
Yeah. Don't like violence.
Right. I will not go to war. I'll move to Canada.
Please do. Trudeau would love you. Another slave.
Exactly. All right.
You want to get into
Mr.
Crowder?
Mr. S. Crowder?
Man.
Well, how do we go about this?
Well, I mean, I feel like you had an interesting take on it. To me, he's getting divorced. As somebody who's married, that's like something I always keep in the back of my mind,
Oh,
like
I'm sure.
It could happen, on either side. Like I could not want to be with my wife, and my wife could one day wake up and not want to be with me either. It's just one of those things. But I just feel like the way that, I don't know. We got to watch the video. And we'll talk about it.
Okay, so we're gonna
because to me, as somebody who's married, there's a way that you talk to your lady. You know what I mean? Like there's a way that you talk to your wife, and I just feel like he was kind of hard on her, especially since she was pregnant. Now I don't know the basis of their relationship. I don't even know what the fuck they were arguing about.
Well, apparently they were arguing about who's going to use the car. You'd think multimillionaire Steven Crowder would have more than one car.
Well, that's the thing. People were trying to say that he was being controlling by having one car, so that way he can control who leaves and what. I don't think it was that. I think I think he likes to save money. I think he feels like I only need one car. I can do what I need to with one car. If my wife needs a car, she can use it. I have one car. I'm not a millionaire, but I only have one car, and my wife uses it.
I don't like the talk that's going on with these supposed right wing conservatives out there. Now, I agree. The only thing to me that makes this a little off putting is the fact that she's pregnant. That's the only thing. This whole thing where I'm seeing a lot of these right wingers, conservatives, after all the shit that we heard about this, anti-feminism and all this shit, going into this place of, I don't like how Steven Crowder thinks he can control his woman, and making all these bitch-ass arguments where it's like, dude, weren't we just saying that, like, in this whole manosphere thing, that's kind of what we need to do, is to control our women a little bit better, because they're a bunch of fucking whores, and they're blatantly showing off their tits on fucking the social media.
I think we need to change the narrative on the word. Instead of let's calling it control, we just rein them in. That's all we're doing. We're reining them in.
I'm fine with calling it controlling. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think any good woman will tell you that she needs to be controlled every now and then.
They'll call it leadership. They won't call it controlling.
Sure. But that's kind of what leadership is. You need to have some control over the situation.
It is. That is true.
Now, it's like, for instance, I'm seeing like people like Anthony Cumia, right? Who I'm a huge fan of. Love Anthony Cumia. For many, many years, over 10 years, I've probably been a fan of this guy. This guy has a horrible history with women, and he's going on his show going, that's not how you talk to a woman. It's like, bro, you had a video that just came out like 2 years ago of you screaming at a bitch while you were looking for your gun because you lost it, and you were drunk, tripping over furniture and shit. It's like, bro, what is...
He shouldn't be throwing rocks. His house is glass of shit.
Glass is... If anybody should be standing up for Steven Crowder, it should be him.
It should be him, yeah.
It's right. A lot of people who have that thing where because they don't like somebody... They go, okay, I got to go against him no matter what it is.
I don't think what he did here or what he said was cancelable. You know,
I think it's not fair to judge a man while he's arguing with his wife.
Yes, because we don't know their relationship. We don't know what they talk about, how their dynamic is. We don't know what she says to him, what off camera. You know what I mean? So,
honestly, I didn't see he wasn't raising his voice. Like he was speaking firmly.
I like how they cut the video and they're like later in the video, Steven can be heard.
Right.
It's like, well, no, why didn't you play it?
Which there's question on whether or not like who dropped the video. Who do you think dropped the video? He's getting a divorce with his wife. He's worth millions of dollars.
Come on, who acts that? Somebody
Idiots.
asked that? Oh my
Idiots.
God, you know who dropped. Her and her lawyer are cheesing right now because they're about to take Steven to the bank.
It's people that are scared, either scared or they don't want to admit that Hillary Crowder has a little thing in this too. I don't want to say 50-50 because I don't believe in 50-50, but she shares part in the relationship too. Now I'm going to play it and then we'll sort of go from there.
You fucked up by marrying a Hillary.
Ugh. That's a horrible name.
Only Hillary we trust is Duff.
Yes. And I still call her Lizzie McGuire.
Ugh. I like some of that Lizzie pie. Huh?
Exactly.
I drew a boundary. No, you just did it. I drew a boundary of abusive and cruel. You were not taking the car. Because if you refuse to do wifely things, then I will go pick up the groceries.
There is no groceries. I do have
steaks, wood pellets, my grill. I know it's an unreasonable request, but I'll go do it. How about you first? Hillary, how do you respect the man? Yes. How do you man? How do you man receive love and respect? No. How do you man respect? No, you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you're not taking the car.
Steven,
you are not.
Then I will ask someone to pick me up. Would you like me to ask?
Oh, that's right.
It's not a threat, Steven.
Now, see, that right there, when he goes, is that a threat? It sounds like there's like something going. Now, both of them, this is another point I wanted to make. Both of them hold firm to the point that there was no infidelity in their relationship and there was no abuse.
Mm-hmm.
There was no physical abuse.
Mm-hmm. No, I think this is just a difference in how a relationship should run.
Right. Now, if she was claiming that there was physical abuse at some point, I would be talking about this a whole different way. You get what I'm saying? She's holding to that there was no physical abuse, there was no fidelity. So you would think that at this point, this would be the time for her to come out and say there was physical abuse, right?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think of that? Where she goes, should I have somebody come pick me up? And he goes, is that a threat? Doesn't it sound like there may be somebody though that
somebody that he doesn't want her around,
or that is around her that he doesn't want her to be around?
You know, I really don't know. And I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, maybe I'm a bitch ass nigga, because if my wife was pregnant and I had money, she wouldn't have to worry about the groceries. I'd just get somebody to pick it up. You feel me? So I don't know why she would want to go out and pick up groceries anyway.
Well, I'm sure women don't want to just stay in the house
I
all
understand
day.
the wifely duties and all that. She can put them up when they get home. The fuck? Yeah, stay your ass in the crib. Talk about controlling, huh?
Well, so far, all Steven has demanded from her is respect as a man. Respect me as a man.
Mm-hmm. Which is an important conversation that you have to have with your significant other, for sure.
And is also very pivotal to a good relationship.
Okay, Steven, I can't.
Feeling some constraints?
Steven.
Like, I can't
Steven.
go. Listen to me.
Now, let me also put this out there. The argument they're having is petty as fuck. Like, it
is.
It's just, it seems like there's a subtext to their argument. There's a bigger thing going on. It's like maybe a miscommunication problem. There's something that they're really arguing about.
That they're not arguing
That they're making it about the car.
Yeah.
But it's something else.
Yeah, I definitely picked up on that too. There's definitely something deeper here that they have an issue about. But right now, it's about the car.
I'll tell you, it could be as simple as this. Because I've had this issue with girls in the past. It could just be as simple as how she talks to them. Like, because women have this way of talking in a very condescending way. And then when you call them out, they go, what? I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. Definitely.
You want to walk out right now? Listen to me. I can't go to the gym. I can't go to my parents. I can't call my friends. I can't be home. You're gonna take the car and leave me here. Hillary, just think of how boxed in you've made me.
What do you need me to pick up? I'll get it. I'll be back when I'm back.
No, that doesn't work either. You'll be back when you're back. That doesn't work either.
See,
Do you understand the difference between my life being
That's how
set?
I know he's really upset because his voice really went high.
Yeah,
I never
like
heard
he
his
was on
voice.
the show.
Yeah. Oh Jesus Christ!
It's like when I heard that I was like, that's the Steven Crowder I know.
I don't really see why this is such a big deal though. It's like they are two adults. It's like, all right, baby, you want to take the car? Just take an Uber. Is that a convenience?
It's
inconvenience to Steven for him to not have the car.
It's just a petty ass argument.
It's a petty argument.
That's it's a smoke screen for something else. They're having an issue about something, and he's gonna say it in a minute. That I think is the real. He says something very interesting because he says there's two things I demand from you, and I think that's how he put it. But I'll play it.
To the second and you go, I'll be back when I'm back.
Steven.
You're making me feel inconvenient. The only way out of it is discipline and respect.
There we
It's
go.
the only way out of it, or we're at an impasse.
All right, so he asked there the only way out of this whatever thing they got going on is discipline and respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing that they're kind of going at, where it's like where they're showing, we're like, you're not supposed to speak to a woman like that.
Yeah, but then she doubles back and is like, well, we're at an impasse. It's like, what?
So you
I just
can't
asked you for respect and discipline. You can't do those two things for me?
Right, exactly.
But you're my wife.
Discipline and respect. What is wrong with asking for that from your woman? What is wrong with demanding that from your woman, from your wife?
Yeah, this is bad.
This is people who either hate Crowder and they just want to take him down.
Mm-hmm.
They're just finding anything and they're trying to blow it up to their audiences. Candace Owens. Or this is bitch ass motherfuckers who don't actually speak to their woman in a way that demands respect or commands respect. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And maybe Crowder went through some shit or whatever that made him lose that with his woman. I'm sure that happened. Like I said, I always blame everything on the man. Something he did fucked up. His view in his woman's eyes, or somebody brainwashed her or some shit that he may have been working too much and let the, there was a place, an opportunity for somebody to do that.
Right.
But my point is that if you're watching this and you're going, this is not how you speak to a woman, I think you're a bitch ass motherfucker that doesn't actually have true conversations with women, or you're just lying. Because most people that would record a video of them arguing with their woman and then to play it back to them, they would be probably mortified at some of the shit they said.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't. I don't see this as like such a horrible thing.
Not in my current relationship, but I've said some way worse shit to,
of course,
to my girlfriends before. So
we've all said it.
So I mean,
Good. Because you can't have any discipline or respect. Yeah. There you go.
This is actually how a lot of my arguments and relationships go. Maybe that's why I don't have a.
That's why you have an issue with it.
Yeah, because I would have said the same thing. Where it's like, look, I'm asking for this.
Two things.
Or we're at an impasse. And then she goes, I can't do that. It's like, all right, well, you can't be disciplined and respectful. Then fuck off. But again, the only thing that makes it a little like where it's like, all right, Steven, you got to maybe handle this a little differently, is that she's pregnant.
Yeah, that's the X factor, because her emotions and all that, they're usually out of whack anyway because she's a female, but now she's pregnant, so she's got two sets of emotions that you're dealing with at this point.
Yeah.
You give up so easily.
I don't give up, Steven.
You give up so easily. I just said the only way out of this is discipline and respect. You said, then we're at an impasse.
Steven, no, we are at an impasse, okay? I love you, but Steven, your abuse is sick. Your abuse
Watch it.
is sick.
Watch it. Watch it.
I'm gonna let go. I'll get what you need me to get. And I need some space. We need to just talk and baby for a little
What do you think about that, the watch it moment? Because people are pointing that out.
Well, it's like
as if it's like the Ralph Cramden why I oughta moment.
It's not that. It's like, be careful what you say because I'm not abusing you.
That's exactly,
you don't know
bro.
what abuse is.
That
You're
word,
blessed.
that's a fucking buzzword. You got to be careful with that shit.
You're blessed to not know what abuse is.
Right.
So you need to watch it. Yeah.
I get that
'Cause
totally.
I could get abusive right now.
Right.
Then you really be there. You'd be like, I'm sorry.
Which is the watch it. Because you don't want to say, look, I could get abusive if you, but I'm not that fucking dude.
Right.
I'm not a piece of shit. You're lucky.
Okay, I love you. I love you very much.
I don't love you. That's the big problem. I've never received love from you, and the fact is, when I go, look, I need you to do A, B, C, and D, you just be disciplined about it, you go, no, but I love you more than life itself. Okay, put on some gloves. No, but I love you more than life itself. That's not fair. That's not fair, and it's disingenuous. Hillary, you're right the impasse. Become someone, listen to me, day in and day out, worthy of a wife. No, not as a wife. I didn't say as a wife. Hillary, come on now.
I'm not going to engage. I'm not going to engage.
I feel like there's a little edit in there too, no?
Something got cut.
Yeah.
Some got cut.
Some got cut out.
But I mean, you know, what he said there is important. You know, the part about being a wife, he's just asking, if he's asking you to do something. Like if I ask my wife to do something, she does it. Like, you know, I don't get an argument out of it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe he asked her to do things all the time and she's just like, no, I'm not doing that.
I get the same vibe that I got, except it's not as like intense as the Mel Gibson tapes. If you ever watch the Mel Gibson or listen to the Mel Gibson,
I haven't seen him in a while.
What he was basically arguing with her was that, listen, I need a fucking wife. You're just this trophy. You're just a fucking piece of meat that I have.
You just look good.
You look good. That's it. I need a wife and I need a mother for my kid. And you're not that. That was the basis of the Mel Gibson thing. And also that he should get blown before the jacuzzi, which any man would say.
Yeah, I think that's important.
You want to get blown and then you want to relax in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, who wants to get blown after the jacuzzi?
Yeah.
Dick
all
hot
wet.
and shit.
It's all hot. You don't even feel it anymore.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Stop it. Women don't understand. They don't understand.
They just don't get it.
Blow a guy after the jacuzzi. What kind of wife are you? Fucking divorce my woman if she she even suggested that
she
shit.
Even thought about it. The fuck? Get out. Pack your shit, bitch. But I mean, you know, it is rough to see them arguing just because she's pregnant, and you know, I just don't want.
It feels weird too to watch it, doesn't it?
It feels invasive.
It does, yeah.
It feels super invasive.
That's why when we started, I was like, how do we tackle this? But it's like we have to watch it. It's news.
And we have to talk about it because
we're not exposing it. It's huge platforms have shown it.
Both you and I can both agree that we like Crowder. We like the things that he values. We like the things that he says. So it's important for us to address things in situations that he is thrust into. It's only right. We can't shy away from it. You know?
Yeah. Let's just finish the tape.
I'm gonna go. I'll get text me what you need. I'll get you what you need.
It'd be funny if after everything we just said, he just gets up and spears her. Spears her through the glass, fucking.
Oh, the Spartan gets her through the glass? Oh,
right.
That'd be terrible. Fuck.
I love you. I'm committed to you.
Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things?
I'm not gonna.
Are you committed enough to do those things? You're not committed to anything. You're not committed to anything.
Is Hillary picking up dog shit without gloves? Is
I
this the argument?
was gonna say, what if that is the argument that she doesn't want to box him? He's like, just put on some gloves, bitch. Let's go. We've got it all twisted.
yeah. Just put the gloves on. Let's get it out. We got to get this
he
out.
comes out with two red gloves. One's red, one's blue. We're opposing.
Oh my god.
You just said I love you. I'm committed to you. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed enough to do those things? Are you committed?
Also, I gotta say, you probably don't want to smoke a cigar around your pregnant wife. That's
ill-advised.
Yeah, that's. Come on, Steve. You're better than that.
You really think?
I'm gonna just
Walk the dogs. Put on some gloves. Are you committed enough to get the medication the dogs? No, you take Betty.
As the Crowders head inside, it's like the Ropers. Steven gets angrier and angrier, and by his own admission screams, "I will fuck you up," at his pregnant wife Hillary, who then flees their home.
I mean, did she flee? She was already leaving. Was that fleeing?
Well, fleeing would be that she just was like, all right, I got to get the fuck out of here now, as opposed to I'm picking up a couple things and sort of just leaving my house. That's different.
What did she say for him to say, "I will fuck you"?
I don't know if I believe it. That came from the lawyer.
That's why Randy told me I should leave you. I can see him saying that. Bitch, I will fuck you up.
You know what? Dave Landau is funnier than you.
And he showed me his cock. It's bigger.
Oh.
Bitch, I will fuck you up.
That would be the thing.
That would be the thing, yeah.
Well, speaking of the Dave Landau thing, did you give your thoughts on that?
I don't remember, but I mean, I guess I could. I mean, I like Landau. You know, I came to the show to watch Steven, but I stayed for Landau. He was funny as shit. And then sometimes Crowder wouldn't be there, so he would have to host. And the days that he hosts were really good fucking shows.
I think they were all right. I'm not going to say they were amazing.
I like them shows. The Landau shows. Ahoy!
I like Landau. I'm just saying I like them as a comedy duo. I think they work very well.
Who do you think's funnier?
Well, that's the thing is people I think have been overrating Dave a little bit.
Dave's not the best comedian in the world. You gotta rate him next to Crowder.
I'll put it this way: where they're going, oh, Crowder was just jealous that he couldn't keep up with Dave, and I'm like, I never saw it that way. I felt like sometimes Crowder got the best of it, sometimes Dave got the best of it, and then sometimes it was
they played off each other.
They played off each other very well. I think they made each other funnier. Let's not pretend it was like Steven Crowder and Bill Burr, or Steven Crowder, and some fucking gunslinger who's gonna like kill on every line. Louis C.K. even, like somebody like that. Like Dave Landau is funny, but he's not, I don't think he's on that level where he's hard to keep up with. He's a good jump off point too. Like he's good at sparking off the funny thing.
Mm-hmm. He's got really good one-liners. His one-liners are fantastic.
Right.
Like he'll just say something and you gut busting for like 10 minutes.
Did you ever feel like though that Crowder was like jealous of him getting laughs?
No.
I never did either. I never got that vibe.
No, but what was the whole breakup about? Like, why did he leave?
Supposedly that Crowder was trying to sign him to a slave contract, like a deal worse than the Daily Wire was trying to sign Steven to. And
well, that's subjective.
Well, there's things like, for instance, he put in a 5-minute tardy policy, where if Dave was tardy 5 minutes, he would have to turn around and go home. No pay for the day.
How many people did that have that clause in their contract? Do we know?
I don't know. But this is my point.
If Dave was late, then that should be in his contract.
That might be why it's in his contract.
We're running a multi-million-dollar operation. You need to be here on time. What else could be more important than coming to the show right now?
Look, a lot of people are giving Steven Crowder a lot of criticism for running a very tight ship. Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's what he does. That's what makes his show what it is. For instance, he's even having an argument with his wife that you can't take the car because I got to go somewhere because every minute of my day is planned out.
It's planned.
It's literally affecting his life. That's how important it is to him.
Mm-hmm.
So for anybody to go, oh, like maybe he should like start looking at that like for his personal life. But if that's the fight he wants to take on and he just didn't find the right woman to stand by him, that's one thing.
Do you think the Daily Wire would continue to pay Candace Owens if she showed up consistently 5 minutes late
and started falling asleep on air?
And falling asleep on air? Would they pay her?
And I love how these people who claim to be hardworking conservatives and we're all about capitalism are like, oh, it's no big deal. He just fell asleep and he's late.
No, that's lazy dem shit.
Yeah. And I don't want to hear you talk about how black people are late for work all the time anymore.
Hey.
You're all for it.
We get
apparently.
a pass now.
It's no problem. It's no problem.
Definitely. And now, in fact, if you bring it up, you're racist.
Yeah. Only I could talk about that now.
Yeah, but if Dave was fucking up, then that clause in the contract shouldn't have been an issue for him, because that just means, all right, I got to make an adjustment to my life. I can't be late to Steven's show. It's not the only thing I got going in my life. He's got comedy shows. I'm sure he's got other shit. That's not his main source of income, and it's not his show. So maybe his level of priority is not there. At the same time, if you're going to be part of this journey, you're going to be part of this show, we require you to be here at a certain time.
I think it's Steven requires a certain level for his show. That's what he does. Like, the guy puts out skits daily. He puts out parodies almost daily.
Almost a 3-hour show every day.
Some of them are hit or miss, whatever. Maybe, you know, it's like any TV show.
It's content.
Yeah, it's like people are shaming him for that, where they're like, well, you know, I can't believe you're working people like that.
So what am I supposed to do to my employees?
They're turning down $50 million deals, and his team is like, yeah, let's fucking keep going.
Yeah.
He's doing something right.
He's taking care of his people.
He's doing something right. He's got to be.
Because you can't turn down. I think that's what happened to Budden. He turned down a $20 million deal for Spotify for his podcast, and after that, the two dudes left. But if you take care of your people, they gonna ride. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
well, I was watching the last show that Dave was on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to see if there was anything weird.
Was it
like, yeah, I was trying to see it. I don't know. I didn't really see anything.
Maybe
but
there wasn't.
I mean, I saw a clip. I'll play it just to, you know, see if you can make heads or tails of it.
I own you, big head. I own you. Even when you're dead, I own you. Forget what he said. I own you. Find my bread. I own you. You're my sole possession. I own you. I own you. I own you. You're my sole possession.
Yeah, I didn't see anything weird going on.
Wait a minute. Was Dave on that show?
Yeah.
The day he played that cut?
Yeah, yeah.
You didn't see anything wrong with that?
No, it was normal show as far as I saw.
Yeah, that was a shot at Dave, bro. Come on. That was a clear sniper shot at Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
all right.
Like I own you. I don't think it could be any more clear than that. He put his face on somebody who was talking directly.
No, that was me that did that.
Oh, that was you?
I was saying that it was a clip. All right, never mind. It didn't land, I guess.
Wait, that was you?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. I fucked up the whole thing. I'm sorry.
I think I played it off too much like it was a real clip.
I thought it was a real clip. Holy shit. All right, well, that's great. That's great.
All right, yeah. Never mind. All right. Well, what else we got? Or what's your final verdict on this? Oh, let me show you this one more thing on the Crowder thing, and then we'll move on. Because Crowder just put out this statement today. This is real. I'm not setting up a bit.
Okay.
And I'll just play it.
I commented on my ongoing divorce.
Sorry, let me pull it back. So I believe Crowder dropped this today. Or April 28th. Yeah, that's today.
I commented on my ongoing divorce on Tuesday, requesting privacy in the best interest of the family, but also by court order agreed upon by all parties. Look, broken marriages are ugly, and in them people do ugly things. Myself, of course included, I would never claim otherwise. However, due to recent misleadingly edited leaks to the tabloid press without context and not subject to consequences of the court, well, if not privacy, the next best option is truth. So today, I have filed a motion to officially unseal all files as they relate to the matter of legal record. Finances, relevant medical records, including mental health history or evaluations, depositions, and any motions or sanctions from the courts of Texas. I will not be leaking private marital information to the press But if the privacy agreements are not respected by all parties, I will address all that is a matter of irrefutable legal record in full context next week.
Okay. That was directly to his wife.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah, that had nothing to do with
Or to her
Candace
lawyers, at least.
That was his wife and her team. That was like, all right, look, you putting out shit. We see you put out the video. We know that was you. Cause it wasn't us.
Right.
So if you want to keep playing this game, I'm gonna let it all out. And it sounds like he alludes to maybe she might be on some medication.
She has some mental issues.
For some mental issues, that's important too.
And now let's be real. If we're talking about a video that was put out by her lawyers, no context really to it. It's just them having an argument, a petty argument. It's kind of like, did she know that was the time they were going to put it out? Like, was she on her best behavior, so to speak, in that video? Because they knew, you know what I mean?
Got you. Like, what other videos are out there that we're not seeing?
Yeah. I mean, it sucks for their family and shit, because it's about to be a very public, nasty thing that goes on.
In the right wing community, I can't believe it. This is like the most leftist shit that anybody could do. It's almost tabloidish at this point. You know what I mean? The fact that everybody's reporting on his personal shit.
Well, the fact that everybody's reporting on it and then also taking the stance of,
he's a horrible person.
This is not how you speak to a woman. It's like, what the fuck have you been talking about for the past fucking 5 years, you assholes?
You should play that guy that yelled at his wife when he was drunk. Just cause.
The guy that was yelling at his wife?
Yeah, you said that he was on tape yelling at his wife, but he was calling out Crowder for talking to his wife.
Oh, Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony.
Yeah. I don't know where I could even find that video anymore. It's a very famous video, though.
All right. Well, good luck to you, sir. I mean, I wish you the best.
We'll be on it, I guess.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated.
I just also don't like how the right wing is going with like a lot of hearsay. It's like just they'll hear something and they'll go, "Oh, well, that's it."
Not even hear his side of it.
Yeah, well,
when they argue against it all the time.
Show me some documents or show me some footage or something like beyond like where if they showed a video of him like even raising his hand to his wife, I'd be like, all right, Crowder, you're a piece of shit. What are you doing? You're raising your hand to a pregnant woman even.
Tripping.
It's just I don't know. I don't know.
Oh shit, who is that?
Doesn't look great.
Hey, OJ said Mr. Conservative Family Values, Steven Crowder. You know he's not the biggest Crowder. Oh shit!
I bet you OJ Simp also thinks Crowder's bi because of that video.
Probably.
That was such a weak fucking, weak piece of footage.
What? Oh shit! I was gonna see if I thought I sent you something.
I think Wonder might be.
Wonder said he was on the way about 20 minutes ago, so he should be here soon.
And then we will be going over to Twitch.
Yes.
For
my redemption arc, baby. I'm getting the dub tonight, y'all. I'm getting the dub tonight. It's happening. Biggie Smalls
please.
versus Tupac. Come on.
And Tupac will be winning a ceremonious win.
Real street shit versus commie gobbledygook.
It's gonna be hard to defend a commie, but I'm gonna have to. I tried to pick his least commie songs.
Yes, it means I have a chance.
Let's see. I'm going out to the van with a 12-pack of Miller Lite and a 45 caliber to wait and catch the guy who has been beating my wife and kids.
Why did he quote that? Are you gonna do that, OJ? What's going on?
What's going on? Are you need to talk?
I think he's quoted that. He's quoted something.
Should I open the phone lines?
Yo, call us. Call us just because we want to help.
Let us know what's going on. Please.
Jesus Christ.
Worried about you.
What did I send? Oh, did you want to show that video of the woman quote unquote exposing the shoe store manager for profiling her?
I didn't watch it, like pre-watch it. Is it worth watching?
I mean, I think it is. It's a classic. Because I worked in loss prevention. You now currently are doing something similar, right? I think.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy this one.
All right, hold on.
Because I don't think it was profiling.
Where did you send it?
I sent it in the group chat. It's the last video that's on there.
Have you guys ever watched any of Dear Mama on Hulu? Complete woke crap.
I haven't.
Is that a Tupac movie?
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
How many movies have they made?
They gotta milk his name forever, bro.
I'm done with Tupac movies.
You're not gonna see the next All Eyes on Me?
No.
No? What?
They're making a part 2 in heaven?
No, they're probably gonna make a new movie and call it Come With Me. They're just gonna keep picking songs.
I'll just say this again. We were doing the battles and we both realized that song they did that Eminem produced, I think.
Wait, that was an M produced track?
I think so.
Oh, it just went even. It just got worse.
And I wonder if they'll ever
When I
admit it.
Why am I trying to live?
We were both going through songs separately. We didn't even know this, and I was about to pick it, and then I'm like, "This song sucks.
Trash. That shit is garbage.
It's garbage.
It's horrible. I love that. I used to love that song too, but it's a terrible song.
And then the cringe of it is the little like news clips they put in. And then I was telling you about that. There's an interview where the one guy goes, "It's like which one of y'all are gonna rule the nigga kingdom?
Nigga kingdom.
It's kind of like an election." And then, when I heard that clip, because I haven't heard it in years, I go, "Those guys died for nothing." They died for nothing at all.
They died for the ruler of the nigga kingdom, which is nothing.
Is nothing. There's nothing to it.
Oh,
no reason.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking tragic. That song sucks though. What is it called again?
Dying to Live.
Oh yes, yes.
Dying to Live.
The only part I gotta give you credit, not you, but Biggie. I love that the beginning of it. I grew up a fucking screw up.
Got introduced to the game. Got an ounce of fucking They chopped his verses up pretty good.
Those are different verses?
Yeah, so because in some of them I recognize where he has that in different songs. So I think they took his vocals from different verses, just matched it together and spiced it.
Really?
Yeah.
They must have done the same with Pac.
Yeah,
then.
they did the same with Pac.
Yeah.
They did the same with Pac. So,
huh.
So I mean, for at the time, it was fire for what it was, but it didn't age. It aged like dog shit.
It just something about it just wasn't.
Bad.
I wasn't feeling it.
It's bad.
OJ Simp, I'm sorry, Dying to Live is still a banger. I'm just not liking OJ Simp tonight.
OJ, when was the last? No. When was the last time you played it? Because the last time you played it was back in fucking 2002. Then you can't say that.
I'll give him this. The verses aren't that bad. It's that sample just pisses me off, and then the clips they play in it just really annoy me.
The verses aren't bad. Sonically, it's stupid. Sonically, the song is garbage.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up. Let me find this video. Wait, is Sasha Banks in the news?
What did Sasha Banks do?
I don't know. Mercedes. It's a wrestling thing.
Oh, the draft happened with Paul Heyman on SmackDown.
Oh, the draft is happening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's see if there's any good things. Any good draft picks.
Here, while you do that, I'm gonna just go leak real quick.
All right.
Let me know if there's anybody good.
Gotcha. It's on my workout playlist, bruh. OJ Simp. Is that why your arms are still flabby?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you know OJ don't work out.
He hasn't heard it in 5 years. I'll give you the verses aren't that bad. The verses aren't that bad. Any draft picks that you guys see going on? I know it started tonight, right? I heard in the draft there will not be any They won't be splitting up any like teams or anything like that. Excuse me. Let me turn the camera. For fuck's sake. There we go. Yeah, they're not going to be splitting up any teams or anything like that. So, what is this? The OC? The OC is back? Who's that with them? There's a broad with them. Oh, Mia Yim. Mia Yim. Okay. I guess that's interesting enough. Damage Control drafted to SmackDown as a group. Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're pushing people. They're not splitting up groups. They're not splitting up factions or groups or tag teams. That's what I meant. Bobby Lashley drafted to SmackDown. Former two-time WWE champ, United States Army veteran, and 2023 Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner. All right, that's what we have so far. The OC drafted to SmackDown. Edge
still wrestling?
Hall of Famer drafted to SmackDown. Yes.
Ain't Edge like 50?
Edge came back. Well, he came back and he's been back.
Yeah, but it's Edge.
He came back after a career-ending injury.
Yeah, but it's Edge. Why is he still wrestling? I remember Edge when I was watching wrestling.
Now this is weird. They drafted Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa together.
Are they nemesis?
Well, they're in the bloodline together, but why wouldn't you draft the entire bloodline?
Maybe it's maybe they're doing a double. What do they call it? Double match? The double team?
Double team?
Duos? What do they call that in wrestling? 2v2.
Oh, you mean tag team?
Tag team, yes.
Double team.
I'm not wrestling.
No, that's not wrestling, my friend. Yeah, that's weird. Why would they draft Roman Reigns and Solo together and not the entire bloodline? Or not?
I'm guessing tag team match.
Tag teams are separate, I guess.
I'm guessing tag team match, yeah.
So they'll do the Usos together. Bianca Belair drafted to SmackDown. Sorry, since I started, I'm just going to finish it real quick.
No, you're good.
Looks like all the big ones there. Cares about them.
Those broads.
Fucking women's wrestling, who cares? Street Profits.
Hey.
Drafted to SmackDown.
I'm rooting for these niggas.
Why?
Because they're niggas.
The why was a rhetorical question. And Bianca Belair, I said that. All right, SmackDown's all jigged up.
It's like, geez, you think there's enough of them?
We got to spread them out a little bit.
All right, well,
nice.
Cool.
Guess SmackDown's gonna be real wrestling.
All right. Well, I don't know. You want to just set up for the Twitch?
Yeah, we could end it here.
Yeah, let's end it here.
You guys just meet us on Twitch.
Yes,
in
please.
About 15 minutes. We'll figure it out.
I mean, we could just kick it over there and just play regular music till one to get here.
Oh, we could do that.
Yeah, let's do that. Go to Twitch right now. We'll go live in like 5.
Yeah, we'll go live in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thanks.
We appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Skrillkill. SKRILLKIIL. Follow me on Twitch. Jedi Survivor is super fire. Thank you for everybody that showed up today. I streamed for 6 hours today, and I had a lot of people in the room. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming.
Nice.
And I'll be continuing that throughout this weekend.
Beautiful. Yeah, go over to Twitch. That's twitch.tv/The Misfit Nation for Misfit Nation Radio. See who's gonna win. Tupac.
Wait, don't leave yet. OJ, you don't have to own a Twitch. Just go to twitch.com right now and type it in. Misfit Nation /Twitch TV.
And it'll play, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to have
You
a
don't have
Twitch.
to have a Twitch. You don't have to log in for that. You're fine. Just be there. Now, if you want to make a comment, you have to make a Twitch.
You know he's gonna want to make a comment.
He's gonna want to make a comment, especially when Chris gets into his pop bag.
Hey,
Huh?
then I say, make a Twitch. Huh? Make a Twitch just for us.
Dare I say.
All right, well, guys, I appreciate you. If you're not going to join us on Twitch, then
thanks.
Fuck you.
Well, have a good night.
You assholes. Fucking party poopers.
You're a
no
party
fun,
pooper.
No fun having ass motherfuckers.
You're a phony.
And we'll be back. We're suspended for a week on the main channel, so we'll be back there in a week. Well, 6 days now.
Unless they get us for something else that we got backlogged. Let's hope not.
And the good thing is it makes every morning really exciting when I wake up.
You're checking them emails, huh?
Oh.
Okay.
All right. And we're out of here.
Peace.
Thank you guys. Fuck off.
What are we gonna do? Told you. We're gonna hang out. Watch a movie.
It is the Misfit Nation.
Gonna take some pictures.
Welcome to the show.
Let's get a cock drop. Another cock drop in the comment box. Let's go. I don't know, man. I think Destiny's trying to tell me that you're just too sexy to be in one person. I guess. I don't know, man. I'm 40, ladies and gentlemen. I'm 40. And I feel sexy. I feel sexy. And I feel sexy. Most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy. Most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy. Most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy. Most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. If you have a problem with me, talk to me. Talk to me. Tell me. If you think I'm flexing, tell me. Tell me. Talk to me. I think Destiny's trying to tell me that. I think Destiny's trying to tell me that. You're just too sexy to be in one person. And I feel sexy, most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy, most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy, most sexiest I've ever felt in my life. And I feel sexy, most sexiest I've ever felt in my life.